I don't think nobody happy nowadays.
Expand on that.
Like shit. I think even when people are in a place of happiness, looking for the next bit of happiness instead of like sitting in that happiness. You know what I'm saying? Like you'll be a motherfucker making this type of money, you be like, not anymore. Yeah. Calm down. You know what I'm saying? Like appreciate what you have now. It's gonna come. I don't know. Now you gotta be thinking though. And I like that. When it comes to happiness, it depends on what you define your happiness to be. Because like some people might look at war as happiness.
There's definitely some Navy SEALs or whoever that are out there on the battlefield looking through a sniper scope as happy as a pig in poop.
I be sick.
Now you straight from the south side. Mike, now you. I'm just so happy to be here right now. Real Rap Podcast.
Everybody has their own personal guru right now, and it's filtered for exactly what you want. But that's what depresses me. That's one of the things that depresses me the most. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, tuned in another episode of Real Rap Podcast. My guy Shakes. Leaves little to no introduction. You're gonna get to know him. But also, I don't know what episode we're on. I've got so many in the can. They're on their way out. I'm about to start doubling up. So you're about to get a bunch of episodes all in a row. But we're gonna take our time and still enjoy our conversation. But back with Shakes, one of the things that I say to myself that kind of is I don't like, so the phones are the phones. We all know what they're doing to us. They're just like squares. You know what I mean? If you're going to smoke a square, nobody's under the impression right now that it's making you live longer. You know what I mean? So hats off to you. Same with the phones. But here's something that kind of hurts my heart. It's the people when it comes to race, religion, politics, whatever, what have you. The stuff that we go to first on stage and get our release. There's a lot of people, from my perspective, where it's like, I don't even want to talk to the other side. What they talking about? And it's not like, hey, talk to the other side so that you can, maybe they're right, maybe you're wrong, maybe it's just not even hear the conversation of whatever the other side is. Once you have your flag here and you're like, all right, that's it, I'm planted right here. I don't care what they got going on. Because in my opinion, when I look at it like that, anybody... Whatever race, whatever religion, whatever political background you have, if you say, this is where I'm at, and since you wave that flag over there, I don't even want to talk to you, hear what you have to... Whoever is in that mode is a fan of gang violence. Whoever's in that mode better not never say gangs should stop killing each other, because you're doing the same thing. Because I think there's initiatives all around where they're trying to get people to drop the flags. I think a lot of New York folks or people out east, and they do it everywhere. It's at some point in time, somebody's going to try to organize like, hey, let's come together.
Yeah.
And in order to do that, you have to have communication. You have to be willing to talk to the other side that is the anti whatever you are. And it's not just gangs, though. It's all those plastic everything now.
Yeah, it ain't. I think
it'd be Apple versus Android.
That's real shit. Yeah.
Like, ew, kick him out. You got like little bubbles.
Yeah, like you got people arguing over Google and ChatGPT. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think just what we at as a human society, like from our perspective of like just looking at things, I think we are very far behind when it comes to like just solving a lot of things, because I think we're making it harder than what it gotta be. And don't get me wrong, everything ain't that simple of a fits, but a lot of the time it's just listening to somebody else or just hearing the other perspective. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes the other side just need to be heard.
Yeah.
And sometimes the other side too, sometimes need to hear they self saying the shit.
And just hit. You know how many times I've been speaking out loud at a point that I felt secure in, or a thought that I was like, oh, I'm on to something with this, and just saying it out loud in front of somebody else, I'm like, I don't know what I'm talking about, do I? I sound like a complete jackass. I'm glad you were here to hear me say that, for me to know I need to go back and rethink my thoughts.
Yeah, y'all.
Because I might be low-key a little wrong.
I think we are all at one point wrong in how we view things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
it don't even be, Shakes, though. It don't even be when you're low-key wrong. It's when hundreds of those things. Light-skinned boy, do a couple of dance moves, Drop some love songs. Show his little, you know, his little you digs to the girls. They all going screaming, and then drop out of 10 songs, 4 of them from the girls, 2 of them are Diddy bops, and then 4 of them are gonna be just for the guys. He just gonna spit bars.
Yeah.
That's Drake's whole format. Only difference is LL stayed masculine. LL still knocks you in your mouth if you say the wrong thing.
Yeah.
And Drake is like, I'm gonna paint my nails. I'm gonna tell girls that yo, he ain't treating you right. That's just yo, come to the light side. I'm gonna put my jacket in a puddle of mud so you can walk over it. And then I'm gonna buy a new jacket. We're gonna have matching jackets.
Should evaporate.
But easy shit. You legit back.
Man, but like my hip hop guys, not to say that, because you really can't call it, because the guys on the extreme these days, the youngsters on the extremes on the hip hop side, they're extreme. They're telling you what they did last night while they're still on the news.
Yeah, I feel like right now, man, I'm just keeping it a buck. Shit, all right, like art ain't what it used to be. You feel what I'm saying? Like, right now, art is being used. Everybody just trying to. Art is not the form; it's the hustle now.
Oh, content.
You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like, and I remember, even with comedy, like some people look at comedy as a hustle. It's an art form. I remember Mike Sam was telling me about, like, man, this shit is an art form. You feel what I'm saying? Like, even our whole everything is an art form. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think what we at now with music though, like, for the younger generation, they motherfuckers just don't get no play. And shit, they gonna rap how they feel about shit, and then you can't tell someone how to rap about their life, even if it is wrongdoings, right doings, and shit. So I don't know, man, because I'm trying to pull it away from the newer generation of music.
That's what we was opening up with before the cameras even got to roll. Yeah, the younger generation for the younger generation. It was somebody my age now when I was wearing baggy jeans backwards going, I don't get it. It wasn't for y'all. I'm young. You had your time.
But do you think that? I don't know, man. I feel like
now everything's so microwavable. Because you're absolutely right. Everything is an art form.
Mm-hmm.
The outfit you wore just to be here is your art form. This is your canvas.
The color, how you set up the room,
how everything's set up. Sounds to my mama for the pillows. This is her art form. He just like, yo, how fuzzy my digs is right now. Like, everything is everybody's art form. And it used to be that cream had to rise to the top in order to get a platform, because the platforms used to be few and far in between. Now the platform literally at your fingertips.
Yeah.
Everybody could put their art form out. And I was having this conversation before too. You could put out unfinished product. The Mona Lisa, I didn't study it, but from what I believe, what I heard is that there's like 7 other Mona Lisas under there.
So yeah.
Now, would it still be in the Louvre off in France if Leonardo would have did the first rough draft and been like, yeah, that's good enough. And throw it out there, put it on the gram. You know what I mean? People might have been like, ugh, and I ain't really feeling this. He got a mold. But he had to go back and he had to put in the ingredients, make the dough, throw it in the oven, bake it, don't like it. Mix some more ingredients with the dough, throw it in the oven, bake it again. He did that like 7, 8 times, however many times. I'm probably getting the number wrong, but I'm not far off.
Yeah.
And now it's like, whoop, 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 ha, right there.
Well, I think that's why we ain't got no stars no more.
We do. They just different, right?
I don't know. I can't. From my perspective,
yeah,
I think what a star is not what a star is today. And that's why, like, you know the difference. Like, now, like,
they had that thing.
It had a thing. Like, back in the day, like, we really had stars and people who, like, you see why they are who they are. Now it's like, man, as long as you hustle this shit, you could become a star. Anybody can become a star overnight. But you know what I'm saying? What viral? So it's like,
viral moment.
Yeah, like, just, even though it's a funny shit, I was saying, I'm like, man, that's why they canceled the BET Awards and Soul Train. Like, motherfucker, we ain't got nobody show up no more. All these motherfuckers is internet sensations, not knocking it. It's a form of celebrity status, don't get me wrong. Yeah. And I think back in the day, you had to actually bring it something. You actually had to be like, oh, they got the personality, they got the the look, the charismatic attitude, whatever. Like you had to be that.
You don't have to see Chris Tucker or Martin Lawrence for too long before you say there's something different.
Yeah,
Like Bernie Mac, you saw Bernie Mac gonna have to open his mouth, and you was like,
you felt it.
he different.
Yeah, like nowadays, everybody kind of damn near carbon copy of each other. You know what I'm saying? Like ain't no more like. Matter of fact, look at the whole social media scheme. Like, how many times you done seen that same video on somebody else's page? People just copy and paste it. And we got people who will do a review, who will do audio to somebody else's video doing audio. And it's like, what?
If I watch one more basketball highlight and I see some goofball at the top sitting in a chair with a mouthful of water, just waiting for the crossover they done seen 28 times already to go.
Yeah.
Like, bro, like, is your whole page, and low key, am I jealous of their follower count? Maybe. But do you have 1.2 million just doing this? Off of somebody else's move?
To me, I feel like it's taken away from my mental capacity of like being creative.
Okay. Now, here's the question I really want to ask you, because when you say the stars, right? I've been referring to these brothers lately because they're too far under me, my generation, for me to actually like really follow their content. Mm-hmm. But when they have something that bubbles up, I enjoy watching it. So you with the iShow Speeds, with the Kites and Knots, with those guys, and Drewski isn't. I probably don't pay attention to him as much as I do the other two cats, but between all three of them, do I respect their hustle?
Yeah, absolutely.
And did we actually literally watch them become a star over? Because I don't remember any old footage of Bernie Mac grinding out in open mics or, having sets that didn't go well. By the time I seen Bernie, it was a I ain't scared of you, motherfucker. And it was like, oh, buddy, a star. Is he wearing jeans with his own face airbrushed on him?
Yeah.
Oh, he different. Mm-hmm. And so but these guys, you saw their evolution from 11, 12, 13. Literally, they've been living in front of you.
Yeah.
And now they're there. But here's the question I wanted to ask.
You think that's... Oh, I ain't cut you off.
No, because I'm about to give you the floor. Please remember what you were going to say.
Okay.
Drewski, right? And it's as far as a strategic play, as far as a chess move, I salute him.
Yeah.
He just did the white face. He did the white body.
Yeah.
He did the white hope.
Yeah.
It did. Like, it took me a minute to really even be like, wait a minute, what? I see the headline, but is that really? How do you feel? So when you saw the picture of Drake in blackface, even though he's half, like I felt some kind of way, right? I was like, what is
it? Just looked goofy.
It looked goofy.
Yeah, I keep it buck. Certain people can't do certain shit. Certain people can't do. Yeah, so cause certain people would be like, man, you know that shit. It just look, and it ain't it's just how the human psyche works. Like
certain people just can't do certain shit. Why? I don't know.
There's just something that's in the air with it. I mean, you should be saying.
Why is that beautiful girl beautiful? I don't know. Yeah. It's something you just look at her, see beautiful. What's I define it? I don't know.
It just looked crazy with CM in it and how the whole thing is compared to like with Drewski. Man.
So let me play devil's advocate. I'm a white dude.
Yeah.
Wait, he gets to do that? I don't get to do it?
Basically.
It's fun, right? Yeah, Samuel. Yeah.
You know what? For me, from my perspective, I just tapped into it. Certain people can and certain people can't. Yeah. Because Martin did it. It was hilarious. When he used to be the country cowboy on Martin, he was in White Man. That was hilarious. I was when I don't know what Drewski was doing. I didn't pay attention, but he was probably trying to be funny. But here's the flip side, right? Now, if you were an old senator and they found you in blackface at some party back in 1983, sorry for you. But remember Tropic Thunder came out? And Iron Man was in blackface, and you never heard of it. He actually, I think he won an Oscar for it.
Yeah,
like that ass, I think he won an Oscar.
But you know what? I do remember people trying to bring it up, and it's like it bounced off. You know what? He was trying to bring it up on Drewski. It's what we at socially. Now you got to think about like just how far caring for each other and caring for people's boundaries and caring about people's perspective and making sure they're comfortable has grown in the world. Like you got to think about how far human beings have come, like from what we were to where we are now. Like, it's been a lot of different changes just how we view certain things. Like, just think about back in the 90s to the early 2000s, mental health wasn't a thing of awareness.
It's everywhere now, yeah.
It's everywhere now. Like, people take those things accountability now. So it's like,
They didn't even used to say PTSD. Cats was coming back from the Vietnam War and they just said shell shocked.
oh, that nigga crazy.
Oh, that nigga crazy.
Yeah.
Man up. And then he gets popped off heroin. And next thing you know, something happened.
Yeah, exactly. So I think it's just what we at socially and like how the psyches has changed and how we identify with certain things and how we navigate with certain things. So I think like we're always mentally, spiritually, and physically evolving as human beings, whether we choose to or not. So I think we're just in the middle of a certain evolution with how human beings like identify certain things. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when it's coming from a form of hatred or just a form.
That's exactly what I was just thinking.
Yeah, it's a form of hatred, or if somebody's coming up for my that's just who it is. And it's like it's such a thin line because it's a line we don't see, but it's a line that we're trying to create.
You can't predict funny until it's already out there on the table.
Yeah.
And when you saw Martin doing it, it was coming from funny. He wanted everybody to laugh at that character. Mm-hmm. I think some of the funny people, I forget who all we named, but when Martin was doing it, when some of those other cats were doing it, it's coming from a place where I want everybody to laugh at what I'm doing. Mm-hmm. When Iron Man was doing it in Tropic Thunder, mm-hmm. he wanted everybody to laugh at what he was doing, and I laughed hard. That same movie, Tom Cruise was playing like an over the top Jewish person, and you might could have took that the wrong way, but he still got a job.
Yeah.
But when you find out like the mayor of West Boulevard was doing it back in college, it's like you was doing it in a private college with nobody, no other representation around. It feels like you were sneak dissing. I'm not going to get you fired, but you might not have your job that long.
It's just like out there, we respect people when they do stuff in our face compared to when you're doing it behind backs. So it's like shit. Somebody could be talking shit, but it's like, man, all right, they said shit to my face. Hey, I respect it compared to like somebody saying it behind their back. So I think it's one of those situations like with Drew's whole situation, like we see this shit. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think with the whole Drake thing, we didn't see that shit. It kind of popped up.
He tried to.
So I think when you try to hide things and then it gets pulled to light, it's a little bit different compared to like if you're just being upfront. It's just like, all right, with relationships nowadays, like, if you just tell somebody the truth from the get-go, like, look, this is what I got going on. I deal with this person, I'm trying to deal with you too. A lot of people, you telling them up front compared to they get blindsided and they figure out, damn, you fucking with all of these other people. That shit throw people off because it's shell shock.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Because of the perception of what people identify you at. As who you are. Like, if you're a person who everybody see like, all right, this is a very calm person, you see them snap off and get mad, you feel like, whoa, like that should throw you off. It's like, I've never seen them upset. So I think it's the same. I would say it's the same situation, but they kind of fall in the same.
No, you're absolutely right. That's a perfect analogy because the more upfront you are, and it'd be surprising. The more upfront you are with things, it definitely agrees the track. People can still get mad, but they also have to account for the fact that they're mad at themselves because you didn't hold back. They knew what time it was. So I wanted to ask you too. So you have Jamaican heritage, right? Yeah. Help educate me. I'm an uneducated person. You still like you're not citizens. If somebody was born in Jamaica, they have to like go through the process as an immigrant to come to America, or am I wrong?
I believe, you do. I think you still have to sad process just like everybody else. Because it's funny because on the whole situation with people getting sent back, like that shit can affect my family too, and if it gets to that, so like it affects me because my dad's side is from Kingston, Jamaica. My mom's side is from outside, but I'm born here, But my grandfather, it happened to him at one point. He got shit back to Bahamas. Some stuff happened. He found out he wasn't here leaving. Mm-hmm. He had to go back, come back. They had to go get him legalized so he can come back. So stuff like that affect everybody, not just particularly a group. Like I think when the word immigrant is not just a particular group. That's immigrants. Yeah, whoever is not person who was migrated here through birth. Right, you know what I'm saying? So I think it affects a lot of people.
And being on an island, I actually didn't even notice it until I was until I was older that I spent a lot of my youth on islands. Like I was for 4 years, because my pop was military, so for 4 years I was in Okinawa, Japan, which is like the Hawaii of Japan. Dang. Then I lived in England, which is an island, and for 4 years. And then I lived on the main Japan for 4 years. So at 4, 8, 12, so a good 12 years plus or minus, I was living on islands, and it didn't hit me till like much later. But so of course Jamaica has its own culture, and I don't know how often you go back there, but I'm imagining, you're still tapped into the culture to make it feel like, hey, we're our own thing, or we're part of the Virgin Islands, like Church of Cagos is our peoples, or we go, that's the other side, or hey, we're low key American, or America just uses us as their vacation spots.
So all you ask, everything is perspective. You know what I'm saying? Because I could say something from my perspective, what I think. But I think it's perspective. Like, like, hey, we islanders. Because it's like this, okay? Like, we're having, like, people try to separate the two. Like, oh, Jamaicans and Bahamians. Like, and then you ask somebody, we all islanders. At the end of the day, like, we all islanders. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't no one above the other, even though, it's levels. But it's like, we all islanders. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I'm born in America.
Sure.
You feel what I'm saying? So like my culture is mainly here. You know what I'm saying? My bloodline does go in other ways, but my culture is here. So I put it like, I think it is perspective of how even islanders view Americans. Right. Or just even anybody who's not from America, how they view Americans. Or what it is for America, or on the outside looking in.
Because I'll tell you what, let's say I had a big house, just big, it was my own. I lived there by myself. It's 15 rooms, 28 bathrooms, 3 kitchens, upstairs, downstairs. My basement got a basement. But then once every day, just a pack of 20, 15, 30 people come in and just party in my living room and then leave. They raid my fridge. And then they just did. Now the rest of the house is mine. They don't, you know what I mean? But it's like just every day, just a pack of people come by, smoke my weed.
Well, see, everybody saying, man, see, no, he's literally on Jamaica no more.
Wow, speak on that.
Like, like just like I don't believe it's Asians or I think it's Asians. Like they coming down there buying everything up down. So it's like a lot of Jamaican joints and heavy. Yeah, so that's another thing.
So that's heavy. I actually, I got to do my due diligence on that.
Yeah, like when the last time you been out there?
I had meant to go. I've been to some vacation spots here and there. I meant to make my way down there, but I do plan on going sooner than later.
Yeah, me too as well.
Yeah,
my nephew just came. This was his second time in America. He just came up here. So like, but a lot of stuff they don't even. Yeah, so you gotta look at it like that too. Like shit, I didn't even. Look, I used to think that too, and it's something I just liked a couple of years ago. Because, like I said, I got family who is actually from Jamaica who still lives in Jamaica. I have a sister who lives in Jamaica. Like a lot of Jamaicans don't own a lot of stuff in Jamaica, and you would think that because it's Jamaica, but nah, shit. Money, you go somewhere, people buy stuff up. Yeah, that's a whole other subject right there.
That is, because that's crazy. That's crazy work. Because low key, I don't have to ask you. I kind of got a feel for who you talking about, who buying everything up, and that's wow.
So yeah, I think,
damn, I hate to land out there and they be like, nah, you got to turn around. You're fast forward no good here.
Man, like shit, hey, the infrastructure of the world is changing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everywhere. Like, not just in America, but if you do your, research and look at different places, a lot of places that the homelanders is not their own.
Yeah. Island culture is very unique though, because you're literally, you're trapped your entire world. Not this figurative bubble we live on. If you're on the south side, north side, whatever side of Chicago, I'm in a bubble. No, when you're on an island,
you're actually on an island.
You're on an island. When you could stand on one of the tall hills in the neighborhood and see water 360, you're like, oh, I'm on an island for real. One of the things that blew me was back when that real bad hurricane or something happened. The fires happened in Hawaii.
Down there, yeah.
bro. And I saw like a heartbreaking story not too long after that happened, where because one of their main sources of income is the tourist industry.
Yeah.
And so it was like not too long after the fires, they were like, well, we need to get some money. We need to let these tourists come by. And there was a tourist person on like news was like, yeah, we felt kind of bad. We over here eating oxtails and having, you know what I mean, little pina coladas. And we looking over there and some people with a luggage and a suitcase of this struggling stuff. And it's like, wow, like you live in paradise, you've lost everything, and then you're over there looking at people taking a break from their life to spend their extra income. And you're in the same. That used to like I don't know if you got whoopings when you grew up. Occasionally I had to get corrected, right? And there was one time, bro. There was one time. I swear, I'm in the car. I'm heading home to get a whooping. Whatever I did, it was away from the house. I might have been at school, right?
That was the worst. You going in the house, won't even do that.
Yeah. But it's like, you really gonna have an attitude with this whole 20-minute ride, huh?
I thought you would have forgot. All right, shut up.
But I was I remember specifically one time I'm in the back seat on the way to a whooping. And I'm just watching all the cars drive by. You know, we might hit a red light and I see like a kid next to me. I was like, I wonder what they're on the way to go do. Like we both occupying basically the same space and time.
Yeah.
And where I'm headed to and where they're headed to,
Totally different places.
totally different places.
Hey, that's something I noticed. Like when I see other people go to like different countries and people be like so fascinated with them, it's because like you a whole new identity.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like you a whole new energy. Like they so used to seeing people live in such a certain way. So when you come from these other countries, you go to these countries that probably don't have the economical structure you have, or even just the freedom that was just that style. Yeah, you feel what I'm saying? It's a nuance in them. They be like, wow, like so it's kind of like they push back when they get here, and then they get over here, and I think that's why a lot of people from different countries be like, we got it easy over there because of what they there. I hear that a lot. I hear that sentiment a lot when it comes to. But I think it's a mentality thing. I'm like as I'm getting old, I think all that stuff is just mentality of, and I think that's I would say that is the difference between, what do you want to say, islanders or just anybody else not from America. I think it's just the mentality of how we perceive things. You feel what I'm saying? Like our perception, like people from other countries aren't quick to get as mad as we are about small things compared to us over here. We get mad. We're entitled. Yeah, so we get mad about the smallest thing that didn't go our way compared to other people. And I just speak even from just having my nephew up here and like just picking his brain. Like he even was saying like, man, like how some people get irate about stuff that's going on in the traffic. Like, don't get me wrong, that's probably nothing happens over there. But he was saying like everything's kind of more just laid back.
Yeah. I think one of the things that might be a play for that is in America, no matter where you are in life, at the bottom of the barrel, you could be eating out the trash. Everything could be, you don't have any friends, no family. America is designed in a way, for better or for worse, where you always have at least hope. Like there's on a 0 to 100 scale, you at least have like a 1, 2, 3, 4% hope. Like you still have a lotto ticket, not a literal lotto ticket, but like I could turn this around if I want to.
Yeah, for real. Other places they probably don't have that.
They probably do. There's definitely places where it's not at all, but even places that are more free. And I'm not saying Western is free, but places that you have the freedom to express yourself as much as possible. Here, there's just a hope that everybody thinks that you can make it.
Yeah, true.
If you're here, especially if you're from here, you're like, I can make it. I just need this thing to happen, so that thing happens, so this happens, and next thing you know, I'm in the big time. I can make it. And that hope, when you don't have any hope at all, that's a scary person.
Yeah, no hope at all, because you ain't got no faith. Yeah, no hope ain't after that.
That's a scary person.
Yeah.
They talk about those places like North Korea, like when Like they gotta cry when Buddy. I've never been there. I can't speak to it from a place of seeing it.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about like when Buddy's walking down the street or he's on those little, like you gotta cry for real. And if you don't cry for real, something bad could happen to you. And it's like even if the story is only half true, like just that like being somewhere like that, because if people have escaped and talked about like what it's like,
travesties they ruins on us.
and I'm not talking about that place as a region or as a people, but as their form of how they reform government, how they format their society is crazy.
Do you think we need something like that, dude?
I can't see it. I can't see it.
I don't.
Even the people that would say that's what I want, they have the ability to say that's what I want because it's not that way.
Yeah.
The people that's one of the most beautiful things for me personally about this country is if you're here, you could say this place stinks. Everybody has it wrong. You're wrong. The way you live is whack. That outfit's horrible.
Yeah.
Your mom stinks. I hate this place. My place is better. Where you from? New Jersey. It doesn't matter. It's better. This place, the food is trash. Hey, North Korea's way better. If you're in North Korea, it's good luck. War. Good luck saying, you know what? I think America's better. You ain't gonna see your no boy.
Yeah.
What did Chris Tucker say? Oh, he did.
Real shit. We got the same thing here, though. To a certain degree.
Yeah,
Certain levels,
you didn't get your character killed.
Yeah.
You can get your bank account killed.
Yeah.
You can get your career killed.
Mm-hmm.
You saw, yeah.
I think everybody. I think it's our perspective.
Yeah.
I think it's like
What do you?
It's the same on every level, just a different format.
Because all right, take Shannon Sharp recently, right?
Yeah.
On top of the world, he interviewed the right Cat Williams at the right time, and not only was he on Cat Williams, he left the show with Buddy on Fox, right?
Skip Bayless,
and then leveled up.
Yeah.
Got on with Stephen A. Look, didn't even have time to be on the every day of the week because he interviewed the right Cat Williams at the right time. That blows up. Now he's like, yo, Stephen A., I can rock with you maybe once, twice a week, but I got time. I got love for you, brother. But right now, there's a couple of things happening. You feel me? So I'm going to be here when I can. Have my black and mild on the table. Play with you, Stephen A. You really the man. Anyway, I'm going to have you on my show. I'm going to send you some dates, right? He's flying. They tossing out some big numbers as always. Right?
Yeah.
Now, the freedom of choice is also the freedom to make mistakes.
Yeah.
And boy, oh boy, did he make the mistake that we get taught, hey, watch out. Watch out for them.
Yeah.
Because things can go bad. If things go bad, it's gonna go really bad if you're not paying. Things go bad, and guess what? Now we watching them lose it all. Is he ever gonna come back? Oh, things are looking bad. They about to take his whole bank. And now guess what? I just saw him on the timeline. He was interviewing somebody up there.
I think that's gonna stop it. I think what I learned from it is pay attention to the signs of life. Life will talk to you, no matter what level you are. Like you don't get up in a certain level of life and life lessons don't still happen to you. Like, so I think a lot of times what happens is people think because they got to a certain level of success, the lessons stop. You feel me? So I think the more success, you have to replay the lessons and even try to teach yourself certain things so you won't have to learn that lesson. Because from my perspective is his message was already getting told to him when it came to him even
Everybody was,
and not even just with the particular person, just the where you putting your feet at in these different roles when it comes to like deal with, like you heard Monique said, deal with somebody your age or deal with somebody that's in your group of people. Deal with deal with the safe space. You feel what I'm saying? Damn, like you heard him even.
There's so many rules you can break.
Yeah, and I feel like the world, like it speaks to you. You feel what I'm saying? Like even one of the things that stood out to me was somebody talking about you need a good church woman or a good woman. He was like, I want the sinner. You want the. And it's just like you saying all this in the world. It's like I think people forget like you're still a regular person.
Yeah.
Like don't get me wrong. Like I was thinking about this. Like a lot of people don't look up in the sky anymore. I feel like.
How do you mean?
Like people just don't look up no more. I think if more people looked up, they'd see how small it really is.
You went up to that winter farm by the ocean.
And I'm like, oh, I ain't nothing. Yeah, like we very like to all the stuff that's going on in the world. Like, man, we so small. There's not this stuff, bro.
You're absolutely right, though. The universe was trying to talk to him, Chris. When he stepped out that Range Rover in that damn short set, when he stepped out in them leggings and the Birkin bag,
I think he was already walking the bad before he got to her, and I was just like the nail in the coffin.
I was like, oh my God, Shay is speeding right here. What's he too?
I just think like shit, he just wasn't paying attention to the signs. I think sometimes when you get to a certain level, I don't even think it got nothing to do with success. I think like people hear what they want to hear.
Yeah. Oh, the success will definitely do you in.
Yeah, definitely.
When everybody's no's start turning into yeses, when everybody was like, oh, what do you think about it? Oh yeah, that's a good idea. How dangerous is that?
Yeah, you know what else is? I feel like, no, I don't know what his background is fully, but I think sometimes when you don't come from a certain prestige or power, then you get power, you don't know how to handle the power for real, for real. You feel what I'm saying? Because like, say if you've been a person who been getting girls.
Yeah.
Like, even when you get to a certain level, I've been doing this shit. Yeah. It ain't gonna really change shit.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying? You gonna be
I don't know. You're absolutely right, but I don't know if it applies to him because he's a jock. So he's done probably been the same guy for a long time.
Oh, you see,
and you know what? That low key, I was kind of having this conversation yesterday. Low key, I think for certain people that kind of traps them where they're at, because that's one of my favorite things about music, right? I'm a comic because that's just that comedy is in me, as you would call me. But low key, every comedian I've ever met, I refuse to believe otherwise, wanted to be a musician. It's just comedy was the one that, hey, yo, it just works out this way. You know,
I may be cold. I was to that show to rap.
Exactly.
That would be the rap on that show.
Now, when I listen to music, though, my favorite music transports me to a time where, you know, whatever the vibe was of that time. That's my favorite music, when it takes me back. Oh, man, I remember who I was with, what you doing, who you were. It's a time portal, right? And I think if you get success super early in life, if you're Shannon Sharp, if you're Leonardo DiCaprio, right? He's been blessed with an image his entire life, and he was blessed with the ability to act on top of that, right? So he's been a superstar since what, 12, 13, 14, right? And that was when it was fresh. He's in his 50s now. So everything he's done, he's been on repeat now for how long? But what do you hear about him? And this is alleged. I've never met Leo. I'll gladly have you on my show. But from what I hear, he likes his ladies a bit on the younger side. And I don't think it's like, you know, like you're on a list young. I don't know nobody's business like that. But that's probably the time frame that he's trapped in, from when things were still fresh. The fun times were fun. The drugs, he wasn't addicted to them. He was partying with them. Now if he's doing drugs, you're in your 50s, you low key addicted, bro. Yeah. Now you look at Kels, you look at Mike Jackson, back when their fun was actually fun, when they were going through it for the first time, because they got that success young. You see them repeating those patterns and surrounding themselves by the people that possibly remind. This is I watched like a psychology podcast for about 7 minutes. Now I think I know something.
So I think with Shannon Sharper would be different then, because like his success was football related. He never was successful being a public figure for his speaking and who he was when it comes to his character. He was breaking the ground. Like we know him as a football player, football analyst. Now you're analyzing other people within different crafts, different notions. So it's like, I think that's like, your body ain't just successful, my brain's successful. Yeah, and it's a different level of success. Like he was successful. Football success and then entertainment success is two different Lucy's. You feel what I'm saying? The shit that you probably gonna run through being football, just strictly football successful is totally different compared to you being entertainment strictly successful. You feel what I'm saying? Maybe the drugs are a little different. You feel what I'm saying? Maybe that drug in football was just steroids, and maybe this drug in this era is the attention that you're getting. So I think the level, it changes for everybody, because like say if you just known for being a successful comedian and now you're a successful rapper, your whole lifestyle gonna change, because every life comes with a different style. And his life was Shannon Sharp. the NFL analyst or the sports analyst. Only thing you know him for was talking back and forth for Skip Bayless. We know him for being a great tight end, his family. Now we know him as Shannon Sharp, Club Shay Shay. He's interviewing Cat Williams, interviewing all these different artists. It's a different level of success. It's a different light even on him now. You know what I'm saying? Because now people see him in a different perspective. Some people probably just like, oh, that's just the football dude. Now it's, oh, that's the football dude who do radio. Yeah, it's just the dynamic of things. You feel what I'm saying?
Football dude that do radio, he was doing sports talk, and now he's just chopping it up with somebody I like to watch anyway.
Yeah.
And all right, it's a vibe.
It changes the perspective. Like you can go for, oh, that's the comedian who I always see locally. Then it can change from, man, that's the comedian I should see locally. Now he this.
Yeah.
It's gonna change how people try.
And if I ever walk into a casino and I hit a jackpot on 3 slot machines, you can't tell me. Don't even bother fixing your mouth to try and tell me what advice you got for me. When was the last time you just did what I did? Oh, you haven't. Oh, okay. So I invite you to shut right the fuck on up. I'm gonna go off.
Do you think that's a genius? Do you think that's what was his detriment though? Because I think a lot of times I think that could be a detriment though. Because just because I can accomplish something, don't like just because I use this as an example. Like just because somebody is a millionaire don't make them a genius. No, it's because that shit don't always equate.
Absolutely.
You got a lot of dumbasses who know how to make money.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And a lot of shady people, a lot of dark people that could be successful. But back to what we was talking about in the beginning, like those life lessons that you hear real young that actually be the most concrete ones. The simplest stuff be usually the most truthful. Pride goeth before the fall.
It's being prideful. Just think about how many times people tell you
not. How can you not? But again, if you become a all right, so you become one of the maybe I'll say 800 people ever to make it to the NFL, right?
Yeah,
that's one
of the lottery.
That's win number one, right? Genetically, you have to be given a straight flush, and then hard work and sacrifice to make it. So he made it that far. Then he became a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
So you're in the top 1% of the top 1%.
Yeah.
Then you parlay that into being on the network. So now out of the top 1% of the 1%, how many of them transitioned into talking about the sport you spent your whole life trying to make it to? So now you're in the top 0.001%. Then you up on a podcast. And if you haven't looked around lately, everybody's got a podcast. And you have the podcast episode of the year, possibly the decade.
Yeah.
So now you're in the top point, a bunch of zeros and 1%. How to not have pride, to not have your ego out of this world? Who's telling you, hey man? Because what do people say? Hey man, you'll never want to have yes men around you. But wait, what am I gonna be when everything you touch turns to gold? When am I gonna fix my face when you just gave me your old Mercedes and I'm crashing on your couch? What am I gonna be like? Hey, bro. Hey, maybe don't go out with that girl.
I think that comes from having some humility though, and being conscious. Because like you can accomplish anything you want to do, or be conscious though still. Because you got people who get no to information because they did something. So like I think that's understandable because you got some certain criteria a lot of people would never face. But I think with that being said, I should even be more aware of certain things because you're right. I just got into a door that a lot of people don't get in. So why wouldn't my attendance going to be even more about life?
Now, let me ask you like this.
Uh-huh.
You go on stage.
Yeah.
You murder.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, people falling out. This dude, oh, you crazy, Eric. Yo, you stupid. I can't believe people falling out. It's ladies with their handkerchief on it. Yo, you crush.
Yeah.
As soon as you get on stage, you come by, everybody high fives, you walk through the crowd, you come back around us where all the comics is at, and I walk up to you, hey, Shakes, can I talk to you real quick? Yeah. You just murdered like you've never seen before. And I go, Shakes, hey, that second joke you was telling, man, I think you might want to say a little bit like this. I think you should take out that one bit and then actually add this little thing. Hey, you don't even need to thank me, man. It's all you.
I know. I'll take that for what it was. That's me. After you do, yeah, I'm gonna take that for what it is. Hey, you been me. Honestly, you have to what I'd be like, well, why is this? See, I'm a person who like I look at shit like that. Why I be like, if I just accomplish something, then somebody coming because I'm the type of person like I believe in like the little side quest in life, and I feel like I have little messengers in life. You feel what I'm saying? I believe in shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? Like I take heed for what a random bonus nigga come up to me and give me some hotter information. Like I need to listen to this. There's a reason. Anybody could have came and told me anything.
Fair enough. And I'll tell you what, we both know that sometimes it's not just how good you are, but sometimes the moon, the stars, and the planets just line up for it. It's a perfect audience, a perfect night. You're feeling just perfect. Your set is glorious. But if I was to get off stage and I just got done tearing the whole roof down, yeah, you have to come up and be like,
Did you go up there and do that shit? I don't see your last say. So I get it, but it's like it's still with comedians.
yeah.
So it's like, of course, like we like that, but it's like from that where he was at, you should have been taking heed to shit. Because you know what, too? You should have been taking heed because
easy. It sounds easy to say. Because I want to believe, because I believe in your success is coming. You're a different dude, so I believe your success for whatever that means to you. But in the greater scheme, I believe it's coming. And then that's how we know a guy. We just saw this happen. We just saw what success can do in the worst ways. With our brother Ken Flores, rest in peace.
Ah man, rest in peace, Ken Flores, man. That's my man.
Like literally all the things that we
wanted to,
all the things that we want got a hold of them. Sometimes the demons have halos.
Yeah.
And I mean, what can what can you do from that? That's crazy. But I mean, you actually do have the mentality because like we talked about before, like you end every set that I ever remember seeing, you ended with a positive message. No matter how much you just smashed, you ended with like a positive message that you mean. You say it like twice.
Yeah, I said that just so you sure hear it. So I think I'm like I think a lot of this stuff too, just not to be in no religious stuff. It's just about how you view God in this world. You know what I'm saying? How you view how the world speaks to you. So I'm like on them people who like I be on some like I think the world is constantly speaking to you. You know what I'm saying? I think even with the Shannon Sharp thing though, like even within his interview, Cat Williams, like say if he went and back watched and rewatched it, Cat Williams even warning him within it. Oh, yeah. Within that moment, like, hey, be careful now because now it's an energy thing too. You feel what I'm saying? The energy on you right now, big dog. Like you just interview Cat Williams, you just interview B. The energy finna be home with you, big dog.
In the jungle, the snow bunny chases the gorilla. Be careful.
And then a lot of times shit don't happen till you get successful. You feel what I'm saying? So you gotta think about that too.
We complain about snakes and treachery and all that stuff on our level, my level. I don't want to speak for you. And I'm dealing with blue belts, and every now and then I brush up against like purple belts and black belts. But I don't live in that dojo. I'm around blue belts and the occasional level up and occasional level below, right? But when you get to that level, everybody's a black belt. Even the snakes are black belts.
Man.
So I'm not ready where I'm at right now to constantly be around black belts in finance, black belts in taking my finances, black belts in keeping my eyes and my mind occupied, black belts in this, that, black belts in voodoo. I'm not ready for, you gotta work your way up to those. You gotta hit tournaments and build up to those. Let me ask you this. That being said, because I was talking about this on the episode I shot yesterday, but I want your perspective on it. Where are you at? How are you feeling about the Thugger Gunner situation?
See, I remember re-listening to Young Thug music. I only listen to the
right now. It's not really about the music, right?
Yeah, I think what's the question? Like how I feel about
So the question I asked yesterday, and I happen to have it was actually both were comics, but it was a young Arabic brother and a young white brother. And I was curious, and I asked him, they didn't know the situation like at all. They weren't tapped in at all. And I was like, in y'all society, respectively, like, where is this no snitching policy for y'all? Because I like for hip hop culture, it's one of the deadly sins on paper. And like when you say, because we were just talking about the new generations more in touch with certain things and more out of touch with certain things, which happens with every generation as it grows, is that a big deal anymore? Because what struck me, the reason why I really started paying attention to it is when it first started happening, I actually stopped. I felt some kind of way about listening to Gunna's music. I was like, oh, he dropped the dime. But he was still making fire music. I was just like, I can't tell it, like he broke some code that was ingrained in me since I was a kid, so I can't rock with it. And then the way things are playing out now, I'm like, man, like I don't even know what to believe, but Shorty song is hot. I'm about to bump it. Like, what am I even doing? I'm too old to be.
I'm cute, but man, motherfuckers be goofies. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's just my respect, though. I don't give a fuck how somebody is. People be goofy. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm not surprised when I see certain people do stuff because, like, I think some people get, like, caught up in who people are and their success. And it's like, still pay attention to characters, everything. And that's part of my goals. Like, I feel like things that I base, like, how I view things is character, your motive, like, I'm not into it like that, but from hearing it and seeing the whole situation, it's more of you got to stand on who you project to be. You feel what I'm saying? So if you stand on who you project to be, like you've projected to the world, and all these people who follow you, the young people, the older people who follow you, is being this young thug. You feel what I'm saying? So usually a young thug is not gonna tell anybody. They're gonna do all these things as a young thug would do. So you projected the world to be a young thug. So when you said, well, I don't want to be that projection anymore, keep gonna rise your ass because you done sold the world who the fuck you was for all this time. That's why I'm like, paid you and we paid you for, like, we believe that to be who you are. So it's like, man, it's just like with the whole thing, like the whole Too Short thing, to hear him say the B word on songs, and then you hear him say, I don't even say that shit like that. I don't even call, or whatever he was saying. So it's just like, be who you are. Like, yay. Be who you are. Don't be the person who's gonna fake it till they make it. Because once you make it, what made you? You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those situations of like, man, you gotta stand on who you projected the word to be. And also then, whenever Gunna was going through his situation, you didn't show him no grace and mercy. You had everything in the world to say. So I think everything is energy. I think everything is, well, I don't think it's everything. He thought he just made his own bed. I think like all these things in the world are a reflection of things like mirrors and everything. Like, man, you mirrored the same thing he was doing to him is being done to you now. And like it's just how it's certain shit in the world we can't see, but we abide by it.
Oh, what goes around for sure
comes around. Yeah. And it's like, even if you were just not even using that, like, motherfucker, you had so much to say about this motherfucker, like, you think people not gonna have so much to say about you too, them? You feel what I'm saying? Like, so I just think with the whole situation it's goofy. You feel what I'm saying? Because like, you can't tell somebody to do with their freedom.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? You can't tell somebody to do with their responsibilities to their life. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I think sometimes people be wanting people to be loyal to who they are instead of being loyal to what they have to do with their life. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, the whole situation is silly because, like, I mean, who the fuck was listening to a motherfucker wearing a dress? There's a rapper who's supposed to be a young thug. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I just look at the whole catalog of who you are. So, like, I'm not gonna be shocked by all this stuff because I'm like that.
I mean, at least back then you'd be like, "Oh, Shorty was on every single drug imaginable," but now, I don't know if Ben is like that, but no, he definitely made his own bed, and now,
yeah, and it's like I look at him like, y'all shocked.
Oh, by the way, I mean, in the grand scheme, that's why I said the no snitching on paper. That is never in any outlaw culture ever. No snitching has never been a thing that got practiced by everybody. Yeah. Somebody says, because one of the other lessons, there's no honor amongst thieves.
Yeah.
So
come on, right? Like this dude, like, listen to what y'all the low part about.
All 10 of us about to go rob this bank, right? But ain't none of us gonna snitch. Fake your promise?
Yeah. Get out of it. Right saying, like, hey, what you label yourself as? You know what I'm saying? You label yourself with slime and rats and all this silly shit. Hey. That's what the fuck you gonna be. You feel what I'm saying? Like, shit, I want to be a you. I want to soar and see the world. That's what the fuck I want. I want to fly and see what the dope you business owner. I think the whole situation is crazy because, like, people really knocking both of them. But, man, they human beings.
Yeah, no, they definitely is.
I think it's all silly shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. This motherfucker's gooey. You feel what I'm saying? I just feel like anybody who gets to that level and still trying to live to keep 1 foot in, I think you stupid 1 foot in. Yeah, like I don't like that. Like that's dumb. Like I'm no. You got people who would love to be in certain positions in life, man. Here you are playing the folly in between two. Like, it's hard. Like what you gonna do? You feel what I'm saying? It's just like that's why the whole even situation with what's going on in the airways about people pushing peace and trying to do this stuff, it make it hard because that's how humans view stuff. Like, you did this, how could you change? Yeah. Or stay who you were. And then sometimes like people do evolve. You know what I'm saying? Views and notions do change on certain things. Like what you thought at 15 or 22, you probably like, no, I don't think that shit no more.
But it's hard to do now because guess what people do 15 years later? They pull up a picture of you in blackface.
Yeah.
When Pusha T about to drop a song on you.
Yeah.
And then you like, but that was there. Nah, bro. Nah, my boy.
Yeah, I think it's just all messed up because, like, you know, the allegations of him snitching is out there. You got video of him snitching.
Oh, it's a stain on his jacket for sure.
Yeah.
And there's too much damning evidence of him saying there's no gray area. It's black or white. You is, you ain't. And now everybody's pushing him on one of those sides. Because he like you said, he didn't give Gunna any grace
or mercy.
And so now there is no mercy left. He went and emptied out the mercy bank himself.
And maybe he was also, man, hey, when that shit happened with him, like, man, hey, show that Burke some grace, some mercy. All this shit is new to all of us. None of us been in a serious situation like this in our lives. It's a nuance to everybody. Like, you probably been in and probably going through that situation in your past life, but you aren't a millionaire going through this type of thing. So it changes how you're going to view things. You feel what I'm saying? It changes how you're going to operate. Like, you know, it's totally different, you know? So people are they're going to change the notion of probably what they would have did.
If he would have kept his mouth shut and came home, right now he would be 3 songs in with Gunna about to be on a tour that was going to make him every penny.
And then some.
Yes. If he would have kept his mouth shut and came home, everything washed over with Gunna anyway. Nobody cared. He's making like fire music. And now look, you done dug your own grave. Deep. Yeah. Deep.
I don't know, man. It's water at the bottom. It's just our culture, our American culture is everywhere right now. You feel what I'm saying? It's the rise, the fall, and the rise again. So it'll come back up. Yeah, probably a year or two. We'll forget about the shit if he shut up or some shit. Like, I ain't gonna fuck to begin with. Shit. Oh, and these things, yeah. I know that's his views on there. It's been a while on a couple songs.
I haven't listened to him since I started being able to understand what he was saying.
Yeah, I could never understand what the fuck he was saying.
When I couldn't understand a single word, I was like, oh, buddy, kind of fine.
I will say this. I didn't listen to Gunna until afterwards. Like I heard from Al that he just dropped. I'm like, yeah, he's putting the one where he got the mask on his face. Let me see. Yeah, he sounds so much better.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm like, damn. That's what I'm saying. Like, I downloaded one of his songs and I just started bumping it, and then like 3 weeks later, I was like, who is this in my playlist? And I was like, oh snap, is that Gunna?
I am not your pal. Listen, you guys need to go to jail a little bit more. Make a better rap. It's the same, like, just, I don't know what it is. I don't know, but it seems like he can't even so boss. I can't. It's not letting me pull it up now.
Nah, you good. We will talk about it. But do me a favor and make sure you don't sign out all the way without hitting me with the catchphrase. But let the folks, that's the camera right there. But let the folks know what you got going on, where they can find you, promote yourself, whatever you have.
You can follow me on Facebook at Marcus Shakes, YouTube, Shakes the Comedian, Instagram, Shakes the Comedian. I do a show called Open Minds, Open Mic with me and my homeboy H2O. We co-hosting. Come through it every first and third Thursday. Collab on 47th, right around the corner from the old Jokes and Notes.
Okay.
Here in Washington.
Yeah. I'm moving neighborhood.
Yeah, I do daytime comedy from 3 to 6 every third Wednesday at the Falcon Inn. So come through, man. It's not just comedy open mic, but it's for comedians. So it's all talents. And I do Lynn Chicago Pizza. We've been doing it every second and fourth Thursday.
Okay.
So far, it's been cool. We just started. We might be switching our belt.
Okay.
Schedule change.
Oh no, you post flyers all the time, so I definitely see you got moving.
So you just getting back out here, man, because I was off the scene for a little bit. Just
Yeah, but I know why, and there ain't too many better reasons.
yeah. So but I'm back now, man. I love where I'm at with it. And then also too, just like I started comedy when I was young, and like that was the first time I really was away from comedy. So it made me change perspective because I was
in
my life. So yeah, so I'm in my 30s now, so it's like it changed my dynamics of how I think on comedy, just even being with Chicago comedy. You feel what I'm saying? Like up the scene and just what we had and every day. So man, and then on my quote, I always tell people, man, your happiness, no matter what you're going through in life, no matter what's in your bank account, your happiness is your currency and your character is your foundation, man. I'm gonna say it one more time. Your happiness is your currency and your character is your foundation, man. So I think as long as you got happiness, man, you're rich. Because there's so many people who got the currency physically, but they got the currently happiness in them. So
yeah, no, that's it right there, ladies and gentlemen. Mike Knight Comedy on all the things. Chase Comedian, Real Rap Podcast. And wouldn't you believe it? I got 4 or 5 episodes to edit, and I've got 2 more episodes to shoot this week. So it's on the way. It's on the way. It ain't gonna stop being on the way. I love y'all so much. You made it this far. Like, share, subscribe, drop a comment, share with your friends, all that other good stuff. Mike Knight Comedy, Chase Comedian, Real Rap Podcast.
peace. I love your setup, bro. I appreciate you, man. I love you, Suter. Like, I'm over here trying to, like, man, kick your brain and shit right now. Like, man, yeah. Like, just on what's the, like, but how was the editing for you? How's the editing process?
Right now, so if you want everything here, which you don't have to get literally everything here, but if you want what you need to have the similar setup, man, I'd recommend getting it in stages, because this is probably just under three bands worth of stuff.
Yeah, I was so love, man, counting it up too myself.
But I'll tell you this, when it comes to the editing part, use AI at any and every way.
He called about that yesterday.
Yeah.
You're just saying this is how different apps out here to make it simpler and easier because it takes so much time.
Because I started this podcast when I was still out south, and I went to a studio with one of my guys, Big Joe. I don't even know if you ever met him, but he has a studio out south, and he was the one when I first started rocking with him. You know, we in the studio together because I'm making my show with him, and I want things a certain way.
Yeah.
So then hey, what are you editing on? What's that? And he's like, Premiere Pro, and boom, and then low key, he's showing me some stuff, and eventually I started doing it myself.
Okay.
And so at the end of the day, all right, say for instance, I'll pull the whole. Yeah, upstairs to the right.
I said, yeah, please show me, bro, cause